Cold snaps in sunny Las Vegas, they can happen, and when they do, your landscape needs to be prepared. It takes just a few hours to winterize your landscape and protect your investment. That leaves you time to add a variety of plants that pop with cold weather color. Your first step in landscape winterizing is some all-season plant protection. Plants enjoy a blanket of mulch just as much as we enjoy an extra blanket on the bed in winter. Mulch is the ideal insulator. It keeps soil warm in winter and cool in summer. It's also water smart since it helps hold in water, reducing loss to evaporation. Whether you use an organic mulch such as bark or wood chips, or an inorganic mulch such as decomposed granite, it's applied the same way.
When spreading organic mulch, make sure to cover the entire root system all the way out to the canopy. Try to get it a couple inches deep. What you want to try to avoid with organic mulches is getting it right up onto the trunk because that can get disease started. Inorganic mulch, like rocks, doesn't have that complication.
Mulch is also a great way to protect exposed drip tubing. Water can freeze and cause soft pipes to expand, then burst. But when you cover drip lines with several inches of mulch, you protect not only the irrigation, but also the plants being watered. Use mulch around container plants on your patio too, but be aware that these plants may need more protection. Since they're often movable, you can take several steps to protect them.
While some container plants aren't frost tender like the violas, others are, like the geranium. When you have a plant like this in a container outside, remember the roots are susceptible to that cold all winter, so you're going to want to put them in a location that gets lots of morning sunshine and protection from those cold northern winds. Great places are atriums and walkways, provided they're getting that sunshine. If you need to move the plant, you can get a roller device like this. Don't forget, when you deeply water your container plants like you need to, it's a good idea to have a tray under it to protect your valuable investment, your concrete. Keep it beautiful. If it should get on it, you can rinse it off, but the fertilizer has iron in it, it will stain.
Help plants maintain a strong and deep root system throughout winter by deep watering. A single drip cycle of 30 to 90 minutes once a week should do it. Cacti and succulents need even less water. Sprinkler watering also is limited to one assigned day a week through February. 3 sprinkler cycles of 4 minutes in mid-morning on your assigned day will meet winter lawn needs. If you think some of your landscaped areas might be dead and not just dormant as winter goes on, sit tight until spring.
If you think cold weather may have damaged your plant, be patient. Wait till warm weather comes and check for new growth. You may be surprised. They don't want to die. When it comes to pruning, avoid pruning your evergreen plants. Prune your deciduous plants. You can see a better shape, you can see where to prune them, and they're dormant, it won't hurt them.
Check tree staking too. Though winter winds may blow, your tree stakes need to be flexible to allow some movement.
For the first 1 to 2 years, trees can benefit greatly from soft, flexible ties and sturdy poles. Don't tie your pole directly to the trunk. It'll weaken the trunk and it'll damage its development.
For your irrigation system, experts say no major winter adjustments are needed, but it's wise to protect exposed fixtures that are vulnerable to extended low temperatures. First, locate your water shutoff valve and learn how to turn off water at its source. That way you can cut off leaks and breaks immediately if they start. Next, disconnect and drain garden hoses if freezing temperatures are expected, to avoid water that ices up in a hose, then can travel and burst. Wrapping exposed pipes can help you avoid costly repairs as well.
Nighttime temps get down to the teens thanks to northern winds. You want to have lots of insulating materials on hand to protect your irrigation. Nurseries and stores carry sleeves, they carry insulating tape, burlap, a lot of supplies and special supplies to help prevent damage to your irrigation during the winter.
Don't forget your backflow prevention device, also called a vacuum breaker. Most valley models aren't freeze-proof, so they can burst in a cold snap, leaving you with water loss and costly repairs. One quick and cheap preventative measure is to drape a towel lightly over your backflow or apply an insulating pipe wrap. Take care not to block any openings. Then, take a bucket or other cover that touches the ground and place it over the entire device. Local retailers carry other options as well.
If your backflow preventer device is in a high visibility area, you may want something more attractive than a bucket cover. Check nurseries and home stores for artificial hollow rocks and frostbite covers.
With your winterizing now complete, it's time for your cool weather reward. Plants that provide spectacular winter hues for your landscape. Flower lovers will have a field day.
Some of the most striking colors for winter come to us in the annuals. Now, why would anyone want to plant an annual, something that lives just one season? Well, the colors are outstanding, and then you can replace them very easily in the summer with summer annuals. We have plants that range from cyclamen with these gorgeous colors that will hang with you all year if you put them in the right place. English primrose, a beautiful plant, cabbage and kale. These also will brighten up your entryways, your atriums, places with high visibility. Pansies, another beautiful plant. They all love the cold, lots of color. Mathiolas are stock. Awesome fragrance. You're going to love these. If you plant these near your entryway, And let's not forget snapdragons. This little plant is one of the children's favorites. They love them. This plant also, if you put it in afternoon shade, it's going to hang with you through the summer. So we have lots of annual winter color here.
Looking for plants that are larger or spread up or out more? Many water-smart shrubs and ground covers offer brilliant cool season hues.
Many of you may be looking for perennial winter color. The Euryops daisy is an excellent example of a plant that will flower nearly all year in milder winters. The golden euonymus, a beautiful yellow accent with your other green. We have the moon bay nandina, which stays small, doesn't get very tall, and the which you all know, the heavenly bamboo. Beautiful red colors in the winter. Their little brother here, the dwarf nandina, a little more purple than red, but a gorgeous winter color for you. Let's not forget accents. The artemisia, which gives you a nice green-gray color to accent against the others, brings out the various colors, and it's nice to mix them. Euonymus fortunei, the winter creeper, gorgeous colors, stays low to the ground, so it's a nice ground cover option for you. Pyracantha, of course, comes in the vine, the firethorn, or the Santa Cruz, which is a ground shrub, and gives you the beautiful reds all winter long. As you drive through landscapes, you'll notice this guy. And during the spring, they come up with the white flowers. It's a gorgeous accent for the spring.
Visit the gardens at the Springs Preserve for some real-life winter plant inspiration across the garden's 8 acres. Tours and classes also are offered. And for more winterizing how-tos, visit snwa.com. Living in southern Nevada means we can enjoy our landscapes almost year-round. By winterizing and adding colorful, water-smart plants, we can make that time all the more enjoyable. Reporting for Waterways, I'm Christine Vaughn.